Hey guys, it is hectic, and it is a pleasure to be talking to you today. I just wanted to bring up a few things before we get into the gameplay. I cut out some of the footage. All of the boring kills I kind of just left out. You know, there were times where I was just kind of running around the map and I would just die. I was like, okay, well, people don't even want to watch that, so it's whatever. So I cut that out. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the type of content that I'm going to be bringing you in Battlefield 4 and maybe a little bit in the future. You already know what my channel's about, and you already know how I'm going to do it, but I just wanted to bring some information to you guys. Now, when Battlefield 4 drops, I completely plan on being all over it for the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One, which means that, I'll be playing Battlefield 4 on Monday night, 12, midnight. I will have the game and I'll be putting up content within hours tops, maybe like 30 minutes. I'll just do anything, I might even stream it. Who knows? Anyway, that's what I'm really planning on doing. And then I'll be playing Battlefield until, Xbox One comes out. I'm going to upgrade my account. I'll make sure I'll have premium as well. And when I say upgrade my account, that's the $10 transaction fee to go from Battlefield for Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. So that's what I plan on doing. Now, in regards to the type of content that I'll be bringing you, beautiful people, I'm going to be, doing all sorts of good stuff. I'll be breaking down weapons, what's good, what's not. I'll be doing a multiplayer walkthrough. So something along the lines, how to be just like a badass in Battlefield, because I'm just, I'm good using guns. I might not be the best in a tank or a jet or a helicopter, but when it comes to running around as, just an assault dude, I know my way around, I've been around the block a few times. So that's the type of multiplayer walkthrough I'm going to be bringing you guys along with gun breakdowns. I definitely know that there are other YouTubers who do similar things, like Level Cap. He's an awesome dude, by the way. I watched his videos. I really love his gun breakdowns. I'm not going to copy him, and I'm not going to try and do something similar, but I am going to do what gun setups and what I think is appropriate and what I think isn't, and breaking down statistics and what I believe makes the gun the ultimate killing machine. So, with that said, that's really the type of content I'm going to be bringing. Again, if you guys don't know, check out my other videos, the type of channel that this is going to be. It's not just going to be Battlefield content. I'm going to be bringing you all sorts of next-gen related titles, Division, Destiny, Titanfall, all that stuff. I'm really gonna be going all in on the Xbox One. I'm gonna be bringing loads and loads and loads of content. I should have a logo here within the next few days, and I'm really excited about that. I'm so excited, and I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. This channel is going to be going through some changes. It's still very, very early on, and we are in the baby steps of something that hopefully is going to be very cool. Now, if you guys want to see anything, as always, comment and tell me exactly what you want. So when Battlefield 4 drops, even now, within the next few days, tell me what you want to see, and I will make sure to bring that to you, because I feel like you guys should be informed. I feel like you guys should get exactly what you want, because that's the type of person I am. I want to be a giver. I want to help you guys out. If there's something that you want, I want to give it to you, just because this isn't just my channel. The success of this channel relies on you guys just as much as it relies on me. So again, we're gonna be doing all that crazy stuff, going in on games, be talking about ideas, philosophy, news, what's going down in the news. The only thing that I've really seen lately in the news that's really just kind of stuck out to me is they're trying to really bring back the CISPA bill. Have you guys seen this shit? It's fucking ridiculous. I can't believe some of the shit that I'm seeing on the news. We had SOPA and PIPA. Those were together, if I'm not mistaken. Then that got shut down because the internet fucking turned into like this boiling hot water, kettle, and it was just overflowing with rage. And that got shut down quick. That got shut down in a minute. top. I mean, that was ridiculous. And then they tried to bring CISPA on us, and then we shut that down too. And I say we because I'll tell you what, the people got mad. The Congress, they didn't give a fuck. The lobbying money that was put behind these bills has been pretty fucking crazy. So it was the people that stopped these bills and people raging at their congressman, which I found really impressive. And now, what this bitch is trying, some congresswoman is trying to bring this bill back, like it's needed. Like completely ripping away any type of internet privacy. And don't get me wrong, you know, within 20 years, guys, privacy is going to be out the door. I mean, privacy is already so limited as is. And I know this is kind of going, I'm kind of switching gears here, but bear with me because I think this is important and, we're just going with the flow of the conversation. I'm really, in terms of internet privacy, it's out the window. Privacy's gone. It's really, and if you don't believe me, all you have to do, look at Facebook. Facebook. I mean, all of your information's posted online for people. Twitter, Instagram. We live in a very voyeuristic society, and I think we always have. But the internet's just a new medium for us to, really just look at other people. And the internet's a really powerful tool. It's also a very voyeuristic tool. And I think within the next 20 years, privacy is going to be gone. But I think that when privacy goes away, it should be of our choosing. I don't think it should be thrust upon us. I don't think it should be, the second you will go online, that it's too late. You have no choice. Like, I'm cool putting my information on Facebook. I'm cool with putting my information on Twitter. I'm cool with giving my information to people and expressing that freely and openly. But I have a real problem when a corporation or some type of business institution that I don't trust comes in and says, look, we're going to farm your data. We want to use this and this and this for marketing tools. We want to take away your privacy in this regard. We want to, monitor this, this, and this. I have a problem with that because it's not me expressing the information. It's other people coming in and saying, hey, we're just going to take this from you because, that's what we want to do. And I have a real problem with that. And I'm not okay with that. So I really think it's imperative that people get pissed off about this bill again. And that's one really cool fucking thing about the internet is that you really can get a crazy response to something that pops up almost instantaneously. YouTube comments on other news websites, all of that shit. I mean, it's just instantaneous communication. Back in the day, the only way you could communicate with people is through TV and newspaper. And when you did that, what happened was, you had your different local communities, and like you'd go to school and you'd talk to your friends and you'd be like, oh yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? Of course, kids never really talk about the news anyway, but you see my point. Now with the internet, it's like I can watch a video about what's going down, the type of news that I'm being presented with, or some crazy new legislation or something that's going on in Afghanistan or something like that. And I can be like, okay, well, that's interesting. I don't know what I really think about that. And then I can scroll down into the YouTube comments where all of the angry, sometimes intelligent people reside. And they just break shit down for you. And then the most intelligent remarks or the most funny remarks, they'll get tons of likes so you can see, what really makes sense and, what the agenda is and what's bullshit and what's not. You see people linking all these other crazy documents like, oh, yeah, they want to talk about this? Okay, well, what about when they said this at this point in time? Or when they did this? Oh, well, look at this news article that completely contradicts this whole news story. What about this, 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 and this? It's like the internet just has this just a bullshit meter. And it can read bullshit so much easier. And I think that's part of the reason why we live in the times that we're living in right now. Just because, people are all freaked out about government, Big Brother looking over us and, all the security and privacy and losing freedoms for security. And, people are like, oh, it's never been this bad. You gotta understand, from where I'm coming from, I think it's always been this bad. I think the internet, not in my words, but is just like shining a light on a vampire. That's what I think's really going down. I think the internet is like shining a light on the vampire in the closet who we've all kind of known was there, but we never really addressed. And people are like, oh, well, what about, when World War II, that's when our country was truly great and we actually fought for a cause and we had industry and all this crazy stuff. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there was about 1 million people protesting World War II. 1 million people. 1 million people. That's a lot of fucking people. So that war wasn't like a just war. Those weren't the crazy best times. I mean, election rigging was popular then. It was borderline legal. Look at the Vietnam War. Same deal. I mean, we, used Agent Orange and all these crazy chemicals, or we completely decimated a population of innocent civilians. So I think our government has always been a little on the twisted side, but I think the internet has really connected people, and I think the sharing of information has been so crucial to opening up doors and to being able to empower people to have the right information, and also the shitty information too, because there's a lot of bullshit out there. I'm sure the amount of conspiracy theorists that have, arisen in the past 10 years is like tripled or quadrupled or risen by like 800%. Just because it's so easy. I mean, you look at the documentary about like loose change or something, that 9/11 conspiracy theory video. And I mean, it has millions and millions and millions of views and not that many dislikes. So the point is that 40 years ago, and 40 years ago is not that long of a time. 300 years ago, we were we were like medieval. We got medieval on people. And now people are sharing information, everyone's connected at all times. We had a revolution that started over Facebook. That's fucking crazy. So again, I don't think that the times that we're living in are necessarily worse. I think it's getting better because people are realizing, wow, we live in a really broken system. And you feel free to disagree with me on the fact that we may live in a better or worse time. What I do know is that Congress has a 10% approval rating. It's the lowest it's ever been. It might be lower than that. I'm pretty sure it's about 10% though. 10% approval rating, and it's obvious that the Congress does not represent the interest of the people. They represent the interests of the corporations through lobbyists and special interest groups. And feel free to debate me on that. But for the most part, that's what I believe. I don't understand why super PACs are legal either. Anyways, regardless, I'm still very happy and excited for the future. And I'm excited to be bringing you guys gaming content and all the crazy new games that are going to be coming out. And I'm excited to get rid of this piece of junk Xbox. Holy shit. This thing is 8 years old, man. 8 years old. you know, I'm ready to upgrade to the Xbox One and see what's up. Also, the Steam box is coming up. The Steam box is coming out too. And that's going to be crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen that controller, but that's going to be nuts. That is going to be absolutely nuts. They don't have joysticks on it. They call it haptic feedback. So it's just as accurate as you can move your thumbs. Like there's no push or pull on a joystick. So it's just these little pads that you just move your thumbs across. And supposedly you get a much more accurate representation. So that way you can kind of bridge the gap between controllers and PC, because there's always been this huge divide between playing on a console and playing on a PC. One, just because PCs cost more and you get better graphics, but also because of the mice and keyboard. Because the mouse and keyboard, you're insanely accurate, and in a controller, you're just not. You can be super accurate with a controller, but the average PC player versus the average console player, the average PC player will win every time, just because they have such more precision and accuracy when, playing just a regular game. There's no joysticks to try, that are decelerating or accelerating, giving you aim assist, whatever the fuck. Anyways, guys, that pretty much does it for me. I am so fucking tired, and you can probably tell by the commentary I'm so drained, but, I'm making it my job to do a commentary every fucking day. So, I don't know what we're going to title this video as. Probably, CISPA, philosophy, news, ideas, and next-gen consoles. Who knows? It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed this wild commentary going into a bunch of different subjects. I will catch you guys in probably a few hours, and I will be making more YouTube videos later on in the day slash tomorrow slash wherever you are. Don't worry, more content continuously flowing out of my corner here. Anyways, take it easy. It's been real. It's been fun. Peace.